Yo, it is currently, 5, 6 days since my last post. I apologize. I've kind of been, I wouldn't say locked in. I've been locked in a little bit, but not always as much as I should be. And with that, I would say I do apologize for my absence, but we are here today. I tried making a video actually like 3 days ago, but it just did not end up working out as much as I would have liked it to. So we're here now, making another video, actually posting this one. And yeah, moving forward. First off, good morning, good evening, good night, whatever time you're watching this video. It is currently Tuesday, April, is it 15th or 16th? 15th, 2024, 2025. I just finished doing some laundry, getting some stuff done and winding down. And my day is almost ending, but I wanted to make sure I make a video before I go to sleep. So that's what we're doing here today. Right now it's like 11, like 15-ish, right now, p.m. Anyways, second off, if your day is just starting, I hope you have a great day. If you're in the middle of your day, I hope you're having a great day. And if you're coming towards the end of your day and it has not been so great, do something to make it great, because you still got time and you can still make a change. There's always a reason to smile and something to be happy about. And there's so many blessings within the day that we do not take the time to appreciate. So make sure you're doing that as much as you can. Sorry. Moving forward, today's video will be a word of the day. And this word of the day is brought to you by a thought that's kind of been most prevalent within like the last 2 or 3 days for myself. Mainly just because of the fact that like I'm trying to maximize my time while also making sure that I'm doing it with intention. And I was gonna say it, but that's basically the whole word. Anyways, the word of the day is do it for yourself. Within this life, there are constantly going to be things that we use for motivation, guidance, anything's more so just our dreams, aspirations. And more often than not, we tend to look to other people for that. Whether that's trying to make your parents proud, trying to make your friends proud, or just trying to be there for people as much as you can. In a sense that feels most fulfilling. However, in many cases, I know even for myself included, when we tend to do that or focus so much outwardly, we tend to lose ourselves in the process. We tend to lose the value of doing things specifically for anyone other, or for everyone but ourselves. And what I want this video to most relay, or what you want to, most take away from this video, is not a sense of selfishness, but a sense of being able to take care of yourself and do the things that you most aspire to do, mainly for yourself. There are going to be many times where you may look to others, you may look to, even no matter how close or how far they are, and view them as your inspiration or your reason to do things. And that's okay. That's not wrong. It's not bad, but still hold that true to yourself. And what I mean by that is, there will be times where it won't work out as much as you would like it to, or it won't be as fulfilling as much as you'd like it to. There will be many cases where you do so much to push yourself to get to this point where you're pleasing other people, or more so doing something for other people, and it's not as received as you would have liked it to be. And that's fine. But in that sense too, you should never almost kill yourself or lose yourself trying to do that for others. You know, no one will be in your life as much as you will be there for yourself. You're going to be there from the beginning to the end, no matter what. And that's like guaranteed. Everything else is more so up in the air. And some may even say everything else is temporary. And in that same sense, you should do these things for the person that will always be there for you no matter what, and that is yourself. It is very hard for someone that I would say is giving. I wouldn't say, oh, I'm like the most giving person in the whole world. I'd say like I give a lot of myself to others, but it is hard for people, I would say, like myself, to do things for themselves, mainly because of the fact that they worry about what others will think, whether they are taken away from others, or whether they aren't doing enough for others. But at the end of the day, people's lives are going to continue to move, and the world will continue to spin, and time will continue to keep going, and it will never stop, no matter whether you please someone or not, right? And in that same sense, continue to do the things that you love, specifically for you and by you, right? There's so many things within this life that we must explore, that we must experience, that we must be exposed to, and that so many things that we've just never even understood, or even had the thought of grasping or understanding. And that's where doing it for yourself comes in. Do it for yourself. At least what it means to me is doing it with the purpose of making yourself proud and making sure that you are able to love yourself as much as you can. Self-love, I feel as though, is very essential in all that we do. Because without self-love, you cannot learn to fully love others. I don't think so. Without self-love, you cannot learn to navigate yourself or even be able, going back to my last video, of having humility, loving yourself enough to call yourself out and seeing how you must develop or push yourself towards certain goals. Those are all essential. And that's all kind of going to this idea that doing for yourself is really what it matters within this life. Something I also really want to reemphasize is just the fact that doing it for yourself doesn't mean being selfish. You don't always have to do things for yourself, and obviously put yourself first in many aspects, but don't always do that, right? There's so many things that you can learn from others and take away from others, and either way, you can still technically do it for yourself. Learn to love others, learn to understand the world around you, and learn to do that while doing it for yourself. Do it because you want to learn for yourself, right? I feel as though doing it for yourself is one of the strongest things you can do as a person, because it's so easy to fall and lean on other people to chase your dreams and aspirations. And I'm not saying it's bad, but at the same time, make sure you're continuing to do things with the purpose of making yourself proud and continue to live a life that you desire for yourself. And even if doing it for yourself means living your life and making sure you're helping people as much as you can, that is still technically doing it for yourself. No matter the case, no matter when it is, how long it takes, or how hard it is, make sure you are continuing to push yourself, to be there for yourself, because you are the only person that will always guaranteed be there for yourself. And you should make sure you show up for yourself. I know many, like myself, are willing to show up for other people, and that's great. But that same effort for showing up for oneself is not as easy, right? But that shouldn't be the case. It should definitely be a case where you take the time to appreciate yourself and love yourself and do everything you can for yourself. That's why I say that in the intro all the time, outro all the time. Taking care of yourself, loving yourself, and being yourself, right? That all kind of goes back to truly doing things for yourself and saying, hey, I did this because I needed to do this for myself, and truly proving to yourself that you can listen to yourself, right? This all goes back to being in tune with oneself and being able to make the most of the time that we have here as people, as humans, because it's the only real thing we have guaranteed. As I always say, this is the only life that's really guaranteed, no matter what, right? And making sure that we're making the most of it, right? Making sure that we are taking the time to love what we have and love ourselves, and making the right steps to make sure that we are progressing and pushing ourselves to truly develop within this life. And I feel as though that is what truly matters within everyone's life. There's so many ways you can do it, but make sure at the end of the day that you are doing it for yourself. You are the only deciding factor of the trajectory of your life. If you have somewhere you want to be and you feel like you I keep stuttering, deserve to be, do something about it and get there, and make sure you are doing this all for the sense of oneself. You are never going to always please everybody else. You are never going to be the best 100% for anybody else. And something I always tell myself and others is, not everyone in the room, like you'll never walk in a room where every single person likes you, right? Or likes you to the way that you would want them to. And you have to be okay with that, because as long as you are doing things for yourself and pleasing yourself and making sure you are making yourself proud, you will continue to strive and move forward and progress and be the best version of yourself. And not really worry about what others think or say. There's always going to be judgment. There's always going to be the sense of negativity when others are in play, which is outside of our control. But what really is in our control is the positivity we can radiate within ourselves. And that's what most matters. So do it for yourself. That is all I have. Thank you for watching all the way through this video. I love you. God bless you. And I appreciate you so much. Thank you for staying all the way through, and I will be seeing you guys soon. Oh wait, understand that, accept that, and live by that. Thank you guys for watching all the way through. I know I've been a little bit shaky with the whole I'm gonna upload every day, and have not been doing that. But I'm still uploading as consistent as I possibly can, And that's really what matters, at least for me right now, because I'm doing it for myself. And I'm really glad that there are those that are watching and taking something away from this, and I appreciate you for watching all the way through. So I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Take care of yourself, love yourself, and be yourself. And kind of relating to this video, do it for yourself. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. I already have it on my calendar, so I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. AD is out.